Right, Mr. Clough,
Yes,
you're
Honor.
back, except today you're the petitioner. Looks like we found mom.
Finally found her.
Okay, finally found her. What can I do for you today?
Well, Your Honor, I'm here to get some justice. I think it's time that I get back what I've been giving out.
What do you mean by that?
Money. I've been giving so much money and she hasn't even been here.
Right.
You know?
Well, before we really get...
Guys, buckle up because this one's a wild ride. Today's case is all about child support, money, and accountability. On one side, we have Mr. CL fighting to get justice for his kids. On the other, Ms. Daniels, who's juggling wealth, influence, and a lot of distractions. Stick around. This courtroom is about to get intense.
Started. Are the kids in the car with the dog again today?
Kids aren't in the car, Your Honor. The dog got hit, so he's in a doggy wheelchair.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that about the dog, but the kids are fine.
They are. They're with the neighbor.
Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. So what's been going on? I mean, it's been a few months since I've seen you.
Right.
So it looks like you were here, back when you were here, they had a, excuse me?
She just looking at me crazy.
I'll make it easier for you. You focus on me.
Right.
Don't excuse me.
Sorry, Judge.
Don't be sorry, just don't do it. This is your first time here today. And if I remember correctly, you filed the lawsuit on him previously and had the audacity not to show up. So you definitely need to pipe down.
Okay, I chose money though.
Okay, well, you may have, and we're going to get into that and see how much money you probably are going to be paying on child support, but we want to, oh my gosh.
You see? God don't like ugly.
Oh.
You know what? You talking about you?
God don't like ugly.
You know, this happens every now and then when the weather is bad outside.
No,
things happen in court.
And well, no,
the weather is bad outside.
You know what? Talk to the judge. Don't direct none over him.
Okay, what she just said is right, all right? But I'm not agreeing with you in the sense that, you know what I mean? Let me tell him to be quiet and talk to me only.
I got you,
all right,
Judge.
Mr. Clough, continue. So, as I was saying, it's been a few months. So the kids have been with you, looks like it's been about 7 or 8 months now.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right? So in this 7 or 8 months, has mom been paying?
Have you been paying?
Well, no, that's not how this
hasn't,
works. That's not how this works.
She hasn't been paying.
All right?
She has not been paying.
Has she at least been visiting with the children?
She hasn't visited the children, but she visited that man in jail that she ran off with.
Oh, the one that was in the car that you really couldn't see?
Yeah.
The Cutlass. Oh, yeah, that's right.
Here's where the tension really kicks in. Mr. CL lays out the facts. The kids haven't seen their mother in months, and child support hasn't been paid. Yet, she's been off visiting someone in jail. You can feel the frustration. This isn't just numbers on paper. It's about real kids missing their mom. What would you do if you were in his shoes?
That's right.
He got arrested not too long after I saw you for the PPP loan. Is that correct?
No.
That's how she got
incorrect. That's incorrect.
She got what? What's that?
You know, from the last time. She got the booty in the booty.
What they call it something though.
Yeah, the BBL. She know.
Oh.
Why are you telling my business?
People need to know.
People don't need to know nothing. That's for the gram.
Anyway, Your Honor.
I mean, I wanted to know, but you know, we're not here for that. We're not here for that. I'm not going to be petty. So, you are seeking to put mom on child support.
I am.
All right. And health insurance. Who's covering? Well, I would assume she's not. Are you covering health insurance? Are they on Medicaid? What's going on?
Well, I wasn't at first, but I got a promotion at work.
All right. Congratulations.
I appreciate that.
All right.
I may be a manager at the McDonald's, so I'm making a little bit more, and I was able to put 2 of the kids on insurance, but not all of them.
Okay.
Just can't cover that many. So.
All right. So the other ones, what are they doing?
Well, my other job kind of covers that as well.
Okay. All right. So at least all of the children are insured.
They are.
All right. How much is that insurance total for the kids only?
On McDonald's or the other job?
No, just in total.
It's about $350.
$300.
Now we get into finances. Mr. CL has stepped up, covering health insurance and making sure the kids are cared for. But notice the subtle point here. He's asking the court to hold Ms. Daniels accountable, and the judge is carefully listening. In cases like this, it's about proving responsibility, not resentment, though the emotions are definitely high.
$50. Okay. All right. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to her?
I think that's about it, Your Honor. Just ready to hold her accountable.
Okay.
Boy.
Ms. Daniels finally speaks, trying to explain why she hasn't contributed financially. But the judge isn't buying appearances. She's told to stick to facts. There's a dramatic clash here, emotion versus legal obligation. This is a pivotal moment where the court separates excuses from accountability.
Okay, Ms. Daniels.
Yes, Judge. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Judge, I'm sorry.
Are you here to be pretty, or are you here to tell me your side of the story as to why you shouldn't pay child support today?
A little bit of both, Judge. But I'm
not interested in whether you're here to be pretty or not. That has nothing to do with my ruling. You understand that, right?
I do, Judge.
All right.
But
so
I should be pretty for you.
Well, let's stick to the facts. I could care less how you look.
Okay, Judge. Let's get to the facts.
Please do. And quickly, without all the extra.
Not extra at all. The fact is, Judge, I had these children for 10 years before I put them on your doorstep. He was barely doing anything. That's why I petitioned the court, Judge.
Okay, well, here's the deal. You petitioned.
Yeah.
He showed up. You didn't. I dismissed it.
I had an opportunity, Judge. Had to take it.
Okay. And could you do me a favor? Could you, if you're going, I don't allow gum chewing, but if you don't have anywhere to put it, I would suggest you at least.
I'm good at that. Yeah.
Okay.
Now you see.
What?
Mr. Clough, Ms. Daniels, continue, please.
Well, that's why I petitioned the court. I do apologize for not showing up, Judge, but let me tell you, I came up, you know.
Oh, let's talk about this come up. What kind of come up are we talking about?
Well, Judge, I met a man who said he can change my life, Judge.
All right, so how financially, did he change this life of yours?
And now the courtroom drama hits a peak. Ms. Daniels reveals she has substantial savings, 6 figures in the bank, but her support for the children has been inconsistent. The judge presses for clarity. This is exactly the type of tension that makes viewers lean in, wealth versus responsibility. What do you think? Does money excuse absence?
Not too much.
Oh yeah.
Mr. Clough.
I know.
Mr. Clough. We don't know. Let's hear her side of the story, because I'm pretty sure she's going to say some interesting stuff about finances.
Judge, Clough don't know nothing. Listen, understand that I got at least, 6 figures in the bank.
Oh, okay.
Had 6 figures in the bank.
You said what now?
Mr. Clough. Again,
I'm not.
Excuse me, Miss Daniels. When I speak, both of you be quiet. Mr. Clough, there will be no more outbursts. Okay? I understand you both are frustrated, emotions are high, but let me get through this hearing, okay? Because if I can't get through it, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna reset it. And I know neither one of you want to pay for court parking again, right?
I don't.
You don't want to take off your work, right?
Only one of us will be here.
Okay, but you want some sort of relief, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so in order for me to do that, I have to hear the facts. Now, Ms. Daniels, again, continue.
So, like I said.
No, let me direct you really quick. You're getting ready to talk about these 6 figures you have in the bank.
I do.
All right, how much money we talking?
We talking about, 300-400, you know what I'm saying?
Bullshit.
The questioning intensifies. Ms. Daniels struggles to give a straightforward answer about her annual income. The judge is firm. The court needs clear facts, not vague statements. Here we see a real legal strategy. Precision and accountability matter more than explanations. And you can feel the frustration mounting in the room.
Sorry.
You said no more outbursts.
I was coughing. I'm sorry.
It's true.
It's your allergies.
Yeah.
Handle that. You need some tissue?
No. No, thank you.
Okay. Ms. Daniels, that's what you have in the bank. How much money are you making annually?
Well, it kind of just depends on the year and how many promotions I get, how many companies want to invest in me. So it just depends. Anywhere between.
When are you going to answer my question?
Judge, it's a difficult question for me. Because, sometimes I can have a promotion that's $500, or I can have a promotion that's 50,000 plus. So,
Miss Daniels, you know I don't have a lot of time, right? I have other cases I need to get here.
I do understand that.
Right, so you obviously came here to waste my time.
I didn't.
You did, because I asked you a very simple question. On average,
simple answer.
On average,
How
much do you make in a year?
Judge, I'd like to say maybe about.
Now the discussion turns almost surreal. Ms. Daniels details cosmetic procedures while dodging financial questions. The judge skillfully redirects the courtroom back to child support. It's a reminder, the court isn't interested in appearances or distractions, only in the welfare of the children. Drama aside, the law stays the course.
30 to 100K.
Okay, 30 to 100,000?
Yeah.
So we just gonna take the high end so we can keep this moving, because you came here to waste my time and I do not have time to play with you.
Oh my gosh, Judge.
And is this from an employer or are you self-employed? What do we do?
Self-employed.
All right.
I do influence.
What do you influence?
I influence the world.
You clearly aren't influencing. You said the world?
The world.
Well, that doesn't include these 5 children because you don't even go and see them, right?
It's just been the last couple months.
Well,
okay?
no, excuse me. Yes,
Judge.
You're influencing everyone but these children that you do not have anything to do with and you do not financially support. You said they were with you. Excuse me?
It's hot.
What are we doing here?
It's getting hot.
She trying to show you what she had
The BBL?
done. Yeah.
I'm not interested in the BBL. Let me tell you what I'm about to do. I'm about to make these numbers go BBL, okay?
Judge, can I speak briefly?
Briefly. Make it quick.
Quickly, in the last few months, it has been a downtrend due to inflation and all that stuff. People aren't paying as much.
How much was your BBL?
I didn't pay for that.
How much was it? How much was it?
I mean, I got more than the BBL. I had tube sock titties, so I got the boobies, then I got the booty, and then I got all that. So he probably paid $35, $40.
Let's break down the numbers. 5 children, health insurance costs, and her income range lead to a calculated child support figure. This isn't arbitrary. The law has a method, even if emotions run high. The audience can see justice being measured piece by piece. Does this calculation feel fair?
$1,000?
Yeah, he did.
Oh yeah, let me hurry up and get you out of here with these numbers. You are about to pay child support. You have 5 children total, or do you have other children outside of these 5? That are under the age of 18?
No, I don't.
Okay,
They're grown.
so just the 5 children, right?
Yes.
All right, so 5 children, that is going to be at the 40%. And you said health insurance was about $350, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So your child support, you're looking at monthly. So with your testimony being on the high end of $100,000, that's what I just based your child support off of. So, I mean, well, I was going to make it higher than that and do it like the $350,000. Then that would make you cap out. But
I think you should do that.
Well,
no.
I have to accept her testimony is true, but I don't really think that it's going to help her too much because her child support is still going to be pretty.
The judge announces the monthly support, nearly $3,000, including reimbursements. Tension shifts to the implications. These children will continue living with Mr. CL, highlighting a sobering reality. This moment underlines the court's role in prioritizing stability and consistency over lifestyle choices or drama.
Pretty hefty. So I have your gross at $8,333.33. That brings your net to $6,512.07. So $6,512 times the 40%. That brings your child support amount to $2,604.
Is that a week, Your Honor? Or?
How often are you paid? Are you paid by the day? You paid by the month? How are you paid?
Judge, it just depends.
She just answered my question. That's a monthly amount.
I mean, that's
how
great.
she's paid, it'll just break down, but the amount is $2,604 plus.
I can give you that.
Plus.
You need it.
$350 reimbursement for the children, so that brings your monthly rate to $2,954.
I got it. Can the kids stay with him though?
That's right.
The kids will continue to live with him because that's who they live with, and obviously you care more about a BBL than them.
That's not true.
We don't.
Visitation becomes the next battleground. Ms. Daniels' busy schedule clashes with her responsibilities. The judge emphasizes practical solutions. Kids stay with their primary caregiver, and visitation has to work around real logistics. It's a stark reminder, courtroom decisions affect daily life, not just abstract legal theory.
I don't know when she's gonna run off again with the next guy.
No next guy. I'm good.
It'll be a caprice this time.
I'm good.
Oh, okay. So we're good with the numbers then. Is there anything
great.
further? All right, is there anything further that you want me to know that's related to this?
Judge, briefly about visitation. How does that work?
The kids are gonna stay with him, and you guys are gonna work that out at a
we don't get
different.
along very well, as you can see.
Well, obviously, but I mean, they need to stay with him and probably see you on weekends if you're so busy.
That's my busiest time, Judge. I can't do weekends. Maybe Monday to Tuesday.
Well, they go to school.
Right, and I'm at work.
Are you gonna get them to school?
No.
I can't.
You can't get them to school.
She don't have a car.
You don't have a car?
She make all that
please.
money,
Oh, you a lie.
but ain't got no car.
You better go see the roads outside.
Even small details like transportation or getting kids to school create real-world friction. The judge navigates these issues with patience, reinforcing that accountability isn't just financial. It's about presence, planning, and follow-through. This is where law meets life in all its messy complexity.
What kind of roses? I love roses. What color?
I just said rose, like rose gold color.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
because I know we weren't talking about that other one. But
no, we're
anywho,
not
that's
good.
neither here nor there. Is there anything further, Mr. Cliff?
I think that's all, Your Honor.
All right. Well, if there's nothing further.
In the end, justice is served through clarity, accountability, and measured rulings. Mr. CL secures support and stability for the kids, while Ms. Daniels is held responsible.
You all are dismissed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome.
This case is a reminder, responsibility isn't optional, and accountability matters. If this courtroom drama stunned you, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more cases like this.
Miss James,
Yes, ma'am.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
This girl here don't want to take care of her kids. I've been had her kids forever.
When you say forever, what's forever?
I've been had basically the 4-year-old been with me since he was a baby, and now the 2-year-old I got her little tail when she was 5 months. She's 2 now. She don't want to take care of them. She don't want to stop by when they want to see.
All right, guys, buckle up. This one's intense. We're in a courtroom where a battle over child support and parental responsibility is heating up. On one side, a caretaker who's been raising these kids almost from birth. On the other, the biological parent who's seemingly more focused on work and lifestyle than supporting her children. Things are about to get heated. Who do you side with?
See her. I did her a favor, let her go do some work and do these old hussies' hair. She want to follow and live the good life while I have her kids. So I need her to pay up. I need some help.
I definitely agree you need some help. Well, what's the issue? Your kids have pretty much been with your aunt their entire lives.
Semi-aunt. I don't even know if she really my brother's child.
There she goes at it again.
Ooh,
I
okay.
provide for my kids. I travel for my work, and I have to do hair, make appointments. You know, I'm
Wait a
busy.
minute. Start over with what you were saying. I was too busy trying to drink this tea.
Here's where the tension skyrockets. The caretaker explains how she's been there forever for these kids, while the parent admits she's been busy with work and appointments. Legally, that raises red flags. If you're a parent, child support isn't optional. Emotionally, you can feel the frustration boiling over. Would you stand by and watch your kids grow without consistent support?
What she just said about her brother.
Yeah, she likes to play that card, but we know.
Girl,
I'm listening now.
But I'm a hairstylist. I do hair.
Your
you
hair
know.
is pretty.
Thank you. I do wigs, lace fronts, all of that. So when people call
So you
me,
have the money to pay for these kids. You're just choosing not to. That's essentially what you just said, right?
No, so I pay for these kids. Like I bring them food.
she
I bring
brings them
clothes.
McDonald's, a Happy Meal, maybe.
Every kid love a Happy Meal.
No clothes, no shoes.
You know,
bring clothes and
a
shoes.
Happy
Granimal
Meal,
sandals.
If they're with her all of the time, a Happy Meal, ma'am, is insufficient.
Now we're talking money, and it's getting messy. The parent claims she provides Happy Meals, but no real clothes or shoes. That's not enough. Courts see this as partial support at best, and the caretaker's anger is justified. It's a clear legal principle. If you have means, you must meet your children's basic needs. How would you feel knowing a Happy Meal isn't considered proper care?
Well, when I come, I bring them whatever they
When
like.
you
And
come,
they like
how
McDonald's.
often do you go over there?
Tell the
A
truth.
couple times a month.
How many?
Depending on my schedules.
Kids are priority. These little strippers' hair can wait. See, that's your problem.
So you doing strippers' hair?
Well, they pay more. You know, they make that big money, so I got to get my coins.
I mean, they do get paid.
And she
You
probably
know-
doing something strange for a piece of change too.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not my business. But I definitely will lay some edges, lay some hair. Yes.
Okay.
Honey,
yeah,
don't-
your edges.
Here's a classic clash: work and lifestyle versus parental duty. The parent's job with higher-paying clients is taking precedence over her kids. The judge is listening closely because legally, income doesn't excuse neglect. And emotionally, it's raw. The caretaker is sacrificing everything while the parent focuses on her career. What choice would you make if the stakes were your children's well-being?
Are laid. They really are.
Girl,
They
that's
are.
a Jerry curl. Don't let the makeup, the little MAC makeup fool you. Because behind all that,
Y'all get along, do you?
No, we don't. Since she
Oh.
was a little girl, she's
But
been.
wait a minute. You all don't get along, but you trust her enough to have your kid. I'm not about to play with you. I'm not about to play with you.
That's because nobody else fooled with her. I'm the only
Where's
one.
the daddy?
Oh, I don't know. He in them streets.
Oh, it sounds like you are too.
No, I'm in the streets to make them coins, to get that money,
Oh.
lay that hair.
Oh, okay. Well, let me go ahead and lay some numbers for you. How much?
You can almost feel the courtroom tension rise. Compliments about hair styling and appearance are completely overshadowed by the legal facts. The caretaker is doing all the heavy lifting. Courts often see lifestyle excuses as insufficient justification for failing child support. This is where reality hits. Being cute or successful doesn't replace responsibility.
How much money you make a year?
About 60,000.
60,000? Okay. Who did this tax return you gave me? Somebody from the streets?
Somebody I met through a friend. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Shaniqua.
Oh, okay. Well, they have your income at 65,000. So is that true?
It's around there.
We're going to use that
65,000.
number. We're going to use that number instead of that 60,000 that you just gave me because you came in here to waste my time and play these games, and I'm not.
And here comes the shocking admission. The father is in the streets, leaving the caretaker and children in limbo. The judge's probing isn't just for drama. It's a legal strategy to determine true financial and parental responsibility. Emotionally, it underscores a harsh truth. These kids need stability, not excuses. Would you trust someone with your children in these circumstances?
Not about to play with you.
Miss Vonda,
Yes, ma'am.
her kids' hair need done.
And but she said her edges, you know, she lay edges.
You see
but
how cute her hair look? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You think she comes and buys barrettes and everything comes out of my pocket. I keep those babies looking good. She never put a finger in there, but she want to run around and put her little fingers in these other little helpers' head.
You know what? You know better, or at least you should. You should know better. And I'm not looking for a response right now because as cute as your hair is, that attitude is not.
Boom, now it's all about the money. The parent tries to downplay her income, but the court has proof: $65,000 a year. That's significant because child support is calculated from actual earnings. Legally, this ensures fairness for the kids. You can almost see the tension as the parent realizes the judge isn't buying any games. How do you react when your excuses don't hold up in court?
Looking real good. So let's go ahead and make sure your aunt gets some money for these kids, okay? So at this $65,000 a year, that brings your gross to about $5,400. Your net is $4,383.27. What about health insurance?
Medicaid.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're really about to pay today. Because you know Medicaid has to be reimbursed to the state, right?
No, I didn't know that.
Well, you just found out something today. I'm so glad that you are ready to learn something because you are about to.
The caretaker's sacrifices are glaring. She's paying for everything, while the parent's gestures are minimal. The judge's commentary is both stern and instructive. You can have a good attitude and style, but legal responsibility still applies. Emotionally, this moment is gut-wrenching, seeing someone devoted versus someone absent. Would you prioritize style over duty?
Learn today, okay? So, child support calculation, 2 kids, only 2 kids. Well, I know it's 2 kids that you have, but do you have any other kids?
No, just the 2.
Okay. So,
What?
yes, ma'am.
Well, I did get I wanted to, can I confirm something? You not pregnant?
No, not that I know of.
Oh, you didn't say that very
Yeah.
confidently.
I'll probably end up with that one too.
Okay, well, moving right along. Child support is $1,096, plus we need to reimburse that Medicaid, like I told you. So we take that $5,400, do 9% of that. That comes out to $486.
Here's the hard legal truth. 2 kids, $65,000 annual income, Medicaid reimbursement, child support comes out to $1,582 per month. This isn't arbitrary. It's calculated to ensure the kid's needs are met. Emotionally, it's a wake-up call for the parent. Courts aren't about convenience. They're about protection and fairness. Could you handle paying over $1,500 a month if you hadn't planned for it?
$486 plus the $1,096. That bring your child support obligation to $1,582 per month.
I'm sorry, you said 1,000 what?
$1,582. Anything else?
For 2 kids?
Girl,
$1,500 a month?
do you know how much I paid to take care of your kids? More than that. That is only a pinch of what I pay to take care of your kids monthly.
Well, you know, I have to agree with her. I normally don't allow people to talk out of turn, but, you know, she's absolutely correct.
The parent seems stunned, maybe even frustrated. Meanwhile, the caretaker has been silently carrying this burden for years. Courts often see this disconnect. One parent invested, the other resistant. Legally, this justifies the support order. Emotionally, you feel the tension, resentment, guilt, and frustration all collide. What would you do if you were caught off guard by your obligations?
It doesn't put a dent in anything that she does, especially when you're talking about feeding 2 children.
I
So,
feed them.
yeah, sure you do. Is there anything further?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Is there anything further?
No, but she can bring by some McDonald's today.
Okay. Well, take some McDonald's over there, and if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
Final moments of the hearing, and the reality sinks in. A caretaker who's been raising 2 kids is legally recognized for her sacrifice. The parent must pay, and Medicaid is reimbursed. It's a reminder that courts focus on what's best for children, not excuses. Emotionally, this is satisfying, but also bittersweet. Would this outcome feel fair to you?
Ms. Vonda.
Hi guys, it's me. I just want to go over what you witnessed in the James case. This case was a little different, right? So there is the biological mom of the children, and there is the aunt, the dad's sister, who is actually in possession of the 2 children. Well, mom was not given any type of financial support. Aunt is taking on the sole responsibility of the kids, and as I've told you in previous episodes, the person who is in possession of the children is usually the person that is entitled to the child support, and mom had to pay, and it's that simple.
Here's the takeaway. The kids are prioritized, financial obligations are clear, and accountability is enforced. The caretaker's dedication was undeniable, and the parent has a legal duty she can no longer ignore. If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this. Who do you think handled this situation best?
You all may be seated. Mr. Walker, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Thank you, Your Honor. For the past year, I have been paying child support to my ex-wife, Jennifer. Currently, our daughter is in my mother's custody, and I'm bringing this case.
Wait. Why is your daughter in your mother's custody?
We're diving into a custody and child support battle that's far from straightforward. Mr. Walker has been paying child support for years, but now his daughter is living with his mother, and he wants the payments redirected. Tensions are high, emotions are raw, and the courtroom is about to reveal exactly why this case isn't as simple as dollars and custody. Let's break it down.
So she was initially in my custody, but before this year I was a teacher, and I got promoted to principal. But I'm now working at a school that's on the other side of town. I wanted to make sure that my daughter stayed in the school that she's in because she has been there for the past 4 years, and I wanted to make sure that, well, she's been in that district for the past 4 years, and I wanted to keep her development because I agree with the education plan that they have there. So I took the job because it was more money and it was a better career for me. And
More money, so should you be paying more in child support then? If
Well,
you're
I-
making more money?
Well, I think that I should be paying my mother the child support.
Here's the first twist. Mr. Walker moved for a promotion, but kept his daughter in her current school by placing her with his retired mother. Legally, this is a smart move to maintain her stability, but financially, he's asking the court to reroute support payments. It's a classic clash of parental duty versus financial responsibility. Would you have made the same call if it were your child's education at stake?
Currently, I'm paying my ex-wife the child support, and I have no idea where those funds are going.
How much do you pay in child support?
$500 a month.
Okay. Continue.
And so she's in my mother's custody right now. My mother is retired. We had the conversation. We had an amicable conversation about my daughter living with my mother because she is retired. She worked for the city of Dallas for 28 years.
She worked?
Ma'am, we do not need the extra. My bailiff, Mr. A.K.A. Fuller, he will make sure that you're escorted out of this courtroom if you cannot control yourself. Understood?
Yes, Judge.
Thank you. You may continue.
So
Now things get tense. Mr. Walker claims he's paying child support, but doesn't know where the money is going. This raises a legal red flag. Child support is meant for the child's care, not just a financial formality. Meanwhile, his mother is taking on the responsibility of raising his daughter. The court has to weigh intent, oversight, and the actual needs of the child. Who's really in the right here?
ultimately, the main goal of this case is that I want to move the child support from my ex-wife and then start paying
Rightfully so. There's no reason she should still be getting any type of child support payments. Ma'am, Ms. Walker, have you been reallocating these payments that you're receiving from Mr. Walker to his mother?
Yes, Your Honor. I have receipts. I have everything. I've been taking care of my child.
What type of receipts are you talking about?
Receipts for me buying her food, clothes,
Okay,
shoes.
that's called parenting. That's not child support.
Well, I'm using his money for the...
Miss Walker's testimony is next, and it's explosive. She admits to redirecting the payments, but the spending details, pool chairs and clothes, don't exactly scream child support. The law expects transparency and proper allocation, especially when the child isn't living with the recipient. The tension in the courtroom rises. Is this a case of misunderstanding or something more concerning?
kid.
But the child does not live with you, correct?
Because of him?
That wasn't my question. The child does not live with you, correct?
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
Okay. Where is it that you are working right now?
Right now, I am an office manager at Walker's Dentistry.
Office manager? Okay.
That's what I do, Judge. I'm an office manager right now.
Okay. And how much is it that you make a year?
Maybe about $70,000.
$70,000.
Check this out. Miss Walker earns $70,000 a year as an office manager and has 3 kids, including Mr. Walker's daughter. Legally, her financial situation matters in calculating child support, but it's not the only factor. The court must balance her income, the child's needs, and the father's responsibilities. Would you have predicted this level of financial detail in a custody case?
Okay.
And I'm also a single mother.
Okay. Well, congratulations. There are a lot of single mothers in this world. So that's not information that we need in terms of calculating child support, okay? How many children do you have?
I have a total of 3. I have 1 with Mr. Walker, and I have 2 with my previous husband.
Okay. All right. Continue. What is your
everything was-
reason for this child living with his mother and you're receiving child support payments? And according to your testimony, you're giving the money to his mother. Is that correct information? Is she giving the money to your mother?
That is incorrect, Your Honor.
Is your mother here today?
She is not. My daughter's actually home sick with the flu. So she's at home with my mother right now.
Here's a courtroom reality check. The child doesn't live with either parent directly. She's with her grandfather, which complicates everything. The court has to ensure the child's needs are met while navigating who actually receives support. It's a reminder that custody battles aren't just emotional, they're logistical puzzles too. How would you prioritize stability versus legal protocol?
Okay.
Judge, our daughter Kayla was living with me, and Blaine decided to come get her on the weekends. You know, everything was perfectly fine. She was getting along with the other kids in the house. So when Blaine started to come pick her up, and by the time he dropped her off, she would become so angry. She was fighting the other two kids. So I don't know if he was telling her things, but she would come back very...
Ma'am, that's more information than what I need.
Okay.
The bottom line is this. The child does not live with either of you, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
And you're paying child support currently, but to Ms. Walker.
Now we see the tension flare. Blame and anger between the parents are spilling over, affecting the child's emotional well-being. The court isn't just crunching numbers, they're assessing the impact on Kayla. This moment highlights the harsh reality. Every decision in court affects real lives, and tempers can cloud judgment. What would you do to protect the child in this scenario?
Correct.
And Ms. Walker, you are not paying child support at all.
No,
correct?
ma'am, I'm not.
Okay, so this is what we're going to do. You said you made $70,000 a year. Does that include any overtime or anything?
That includes overtime, yes it does.
Okay, so I have your gross at $5,833.33. Now after taxes are taken out, that comes down to $4,625.
Ms. Walker admits she hasn't paid child support for this child all, despite receiving it in the past. Legally, that's significant. Courts take missed obligations seriously. Now the judge must correct the imbalance and ensure the child's needs are prioritized. It's a turning point. Enforcement of the law meets the messy realities of human behavior.
6 cents. Who pays health insurance for the child?
Blaine
I do,
does.
Your Honor.
Okay, how much is health insurance?
For the past year, I've been paying $50 a month.
Okay. How often are you paid?
I get paid once a month.
So $25 a month, okay.
Here comes the financial breakdown. Mr. Walker's gross pay is $5,833 a month, dropping to $4,625 after taxes. Miss Walker pays $50 a month for health insurance. These precise figures are critical. They determine legally mandated child support and who actually benefits. Courtroom arithmetic has real-world consequences, and the tension is palpable as numbers meet morality.
And then you said you have 2 other children
And I
one
pay
child.
mortgage and car note. And
Ma'am, he has the same expenses. That means nothing to me. Ms. Walker, your child support is going to be set at $707.28. That includes the $682.28 for child support and $25 for health insurance.
The judge delivers a ruling. Miss Walker must pay $707.28 to Mr. Walker's mother, reallocating support to reflect where the child actually lives. Mr. Walker's payments are redirected as well. This moment is both dramatic and fair, showing the court balancing financial obligation with child welfare. Did the system handle this as you expected?
Mr. Walker, your $500 payments will be reallocated to your mother. And as I stated, Ms. Walker, that $707.28 will go directly to his mother as well, since that.
This resolution underscores a key lesson. Child support follows the child. No matter the parents' disputes, the child's needs come first. The judge's ruling also sends a clear signal about accountability, transparency, and ensuring funds serve their intended purpose. It's a legal win, but with plenty of emotional nuance.
That is who the child is living with. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, is there anything else from either of you? If nothing further, you all are dismissed. Thank you.
And there you have it, a complex custody and child support case where emotions, money, and responsibility collide. The daughter's well-being takes center stage, while the court enforces fairness and accountability. If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this. Cases like these remind us, law isn't just rules, it's about people's lives.
Ms. Lopez,
Yes, ma'am.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Judge, I have a really great daughter. However, we have a kind of a bad situation. My daughter seems to be so busy sometimes that I think she knows she's a mom, but she kind of has other responsibilities that she's kind of putting in the forefront of everything. And so it's the last 2 years, it's kind of gotten difficult for me.
Family, responsibility, and money clashes you wouldn't believe. A grandmother feels stretched thin raising her granddaughter, while the mom juggles school, work, and life. Sparks fly as generational expectations collide. Who's right here, the hardworking student or the overwhelmed grandma? Let's dive in and break this down.
We have one baby girl. Her name is London, and she's almost 2. And my daughter is trying to go to college, work, be a mom, and everything else that she wants to be. And so it's just gotten to a point where it's kind of ridiculous because I need some assistance financially, and unfortunately, I'm not getting it.
Okay. All right. And do you pay health insurance for the child?
She is on Medicaid right now.
Here's where it gets interesting. The grandmother clearly loves her granddaughter, but she's frustrated. She's raising a child she didn't plan for and now expects financial support. It's a classic clash, family duty versus personal ambition. Could this have been avoided? Or is this just the messy reality of modern parenting?
So I am a full-time student, college student.
Okay.
So I'm spending most of my times, at nights going to school. But on top of that, I also work for the university during the day.
What do you do?
I'm actually an intern, full-time intern for the psychology program. And so.
Is that a paid position?
Yes, it is.
How much are you paid?
Well, I just got a promotion.
That's
to
good.
50,000.
Okay.
Yeah. I just feel like I work, all day. I go to school at nights. I don't come home.
Congratulations. We all work all day.
Now the daughter speaks. She's a full-time college student, working full-time, and trying to be a mom. She's ambitious, yes, but her mom sees it as neglect. This is the heart of the conflict: time, money, and responsibility. Is it fair to ask someone to contribute financially when they're still building their life?
Yeah, I don't get home until like midnight, and I don't really see why it's a problem that my mother, the grandmother of my child, has to.
Well, because I'm not the one that got pregnant on prom night. You wouldn't be having this problem.
Okay.
That wasn't my decision.
Okay, but you're my mother, right? You always said you wanted a grandchild, didn't you?
I had one child. Yes, I wanted a grandchild, but it would have been nice if you would have got married first and had someone to share the responsibility with, not me.
I can't do it by myself, though.
You're not doing it by yourself.
I'm trying to use that money, right? So that way I can pay for my tuition for college.
Well, I can appreciate that, honey, but you know what? Your main responsibility is being a mom.
Notice the judge highlighting a key legal point. Grandparents aren't legally responsible for raising their grandchildren. The grandmother can provide love, but the financial and parental duty ultimately lies with the mom. This is a subtle but crucial line that will guide the court's decision.
I agree with your mom. This is your child, and you said something very key while you were talking. You said grandmother. Right. You're her child. She raised you. It is not her responsibility to raise your child.
Right.
It is your responsibility.
I just feel like I don't really have to owe her anything.
You don't feel like you should pay your mother? If your daughter were going to daycare, you would be paying the daycare, right? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you feel like they should be paid?
Yes.
They're taking care of your child, looking after your child, changing diapers, feedings. They should be paid, right?
Right.
Your mother.
Here comes the emotional tension. Mom insists she's doing her best, yet the grandmother feels overlooked. The court carefully points out, if a daycare handles all child care, we pay them. So logically, the grandmother providing the same service should also be compensated. You can feel the weight of responsibility in this room.
Yes.
So it logically follows that she should be paid too, right?
Yeah.
So what's your issue?
Well, she uses her money for the school loans, and I can appreciate that she doesn't want to have school debt.
Right.
But
Yeah,
now
that's a
that
good
she's
thing.
making more money, she's going to have to give me a little bit of that. They live with me. The house is paid. We don't have that bill. So I know she wants to be responsible and not have any debt, but you know, mommy doesn't need to be having no debt and worried about diapers and all that too. And she does try to help, but it's just not enough. And now that she's got a promotion, I feel like she needs to take a little bit more responsibility. I've done everything.
Financial stakes are clear. The daughter is paying for school, but now she has a promotion. Grandma expects a share, arguing that her labor at home is invaluable. It's a tricky legal and moral debate. How do we balance financial independence, education, and family duty? Would you step in as the parent or the grandparent here?
You know that I'm a double major, right?
I know that, sweetheart. But like I said,
I can't afford
London
to
is
do that.
important too. So.
I know she is. And that's why I leave her with you.
Well, just like I did a good job with raising
I
you.
leave her with you, and you leave your child with your mother and do not believe that your mother should receive some sort of financial assistance.
I feel like I give something back by being in school. You know, once I do get that education,
What are you
that
giving
degree,
back by being in school?
I'm giving her.
What are your plans after school?
Well, I'm majoring also in psychology, so
Okay.
I planned on opening my own clinic, doing a clinical psychologist, and then from there I could, you know, take care of my own daughter by then.
The daughter explains her planned college, psychology career, and eventually taking full responsibility for her child. Right now, though, she relies on her mother. This is where empathy meets practicality, short-term dependency for long-term stability. It's a decision that many young parents face, and the courtroom must weigh both sides carefully.
And your mom still takes care of the baby?
No, I could take care of the baby by then. I just need a little bit of help
You
and
can take care
assistance.
of the baby by yourself now.
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate that.
So I'm still not hearing what your issue is.
My issue is just,
Because she's your mom, you don't believe you need to pay her something.
that's what I thought.
Because if you think about it, you really don't live there. You just going to sleep. Mom is taking care of the baby. You'd agree with me, right? If you're coming in at midnight, the baby is with your mom all day.
The court driving home the logic. The mother isn't living at home full-time. The grandmother is the primary caregiver. The judge frames it plainly. You might not live there, but your mom is providing a full-time job. This is where child support rules step in. Fairness isn't just emotional, it's legal.
You're literally coming to the house, not seeing the baby, because if it's at midnight, the baby is asleep, I'm assuming.
Right.
And you're going right back out
I
to go
tuck
to
her
school
in.
and work.
I tuck her in.
She's already tucked in, so you just pull the covers over a little higher.
I give
That's
her
what you do?
Christmas
Sometimes she
night.
wakes her up, Judge, and just to play
You
with her for a
wake
little
up the
while.
baby
I
at
mean,
midnight.
just so I can give her a kiss, you know, read her a little story, so that way there is some sort of bonding between us, since I do work, you know, all night long and go to school and all that.
Oh, well, that's nice. But what's going to be nicer is you're going to give your mother some of that money for taking care of your child, because she is footing the bill. She's taking care of everything.
Look at the daily grind. The mom comes home late, the baby sleeps, and grandma handles the day-to-day. It's easy to forget that child care is work too. This VO highlights how courts quantify care, hours, effort, and financial contribution. It's a wake-up call about the invisible labor of family.
Okay, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start your child support so you can at least give mom some sort of assistance. Now, at the time that you move out of the house and you have the child on your own 100%, mom is not babysitting. Mom is not, well, not even babysitting. The child is living with your mom.
Okay.
If the child is no longer living with your mom, your daughter is with you 100% of the time, then you can come back and see me to stop child support at that time.
Here comes the legal and financial hammer. Child support is set based on the daughter's income. Grandma receives structured assistance until the daughter moves out and takes over full custody. This ensures fairness, but also accountability. The numbers aren't just math. They represent care, time, and responsibility.
It's going to be based off your income, and you just said that you make $50,000 a year now. So at $50,000 a year, that brings your gross to $4,167. Your net is $3,516.78. There is a reimbursement to Medicaid. Now, you are working full time. You have access to health insurance now?
Yes, yeah.
Do you know how much it'll cost?
I actually don't know. I don't know.
Okay, this is what we're going to do, because Medicaid reimbursement is about $375. That's based on 9% of your gross.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure your health insurance is cheaper than that.
The court adds a final layer, health insurance responsibility. With Medicaid reimbursed, the daughter's monthly obligation is $803. Every dollar reflects the cost of care and the law's attempt to protect the child. This moment underscores that court decisions aren't just about feelings, they're practical solutions to real-life problems.
That for your daughter only. So what I'll do is order you to be responsible for that health insurance and give you a credit of $100 towards the health insurance, okay?
Okay.
So that'll make your monthly child support obligation $803 to your mother.
Sorry, baby. You gotta learn.
Okay.
Any questions? No?
No.
No questions?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank
In the end, the courtroom finds balance. The grandmother gets support, the daughter continues her education, and the child's needs are met. It's a hard conversation about love, money, and duty. If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.
Before the court, and what's your name, sir?
Michael
All right. Michael, well, what's your last name? I don't want to call you by your first name.
Clough.
Michael Clough. All right, Mr. Clough. It looks as though you were brought to court.
Unwillingly. if I may add.
To be put on child support, but
Right.
she's not.
Dad juggling 5 kids almost single-handedly, and a court case over child support that's full of tension, confusion, and tough decisions. As the story unfolds, you'll see why this isn't just about money. It's about responsibility, survival, and what happens when communication breaks down.
Money, and I haven't seen her since, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm taking care of these kids. I got to go to work. I can't, they my kids. I had them, I made them, but, I got to go to work.
Okay. How many kids are we talking?
5.
5 kids? She dropped out 5 kids with you?
5 kids, Your Honor. No
And
clothes,
kept going.
no nothing.
Who was
kept
driving
going.
the car? Could you see?
I couldn't see. You know how it is.
No, I don't.
Maybe you don't.
Tell me what you mean.
I mean, these women get with these strange guys, and
Here's the kicker. Michael's got 5 kids dumped on him, no car seats, no diapers for the youngest, and he's trying to figure out how to keep everyone safe while working a full-time job. This moment highlights the stark reality for parents left to shoulder the burden alone. Would you know where to start if you were in his shoes?
So she was in some kind of old Cutlass with some 20s on it, and she rode off in the sunset. Haven't seen her since.
And all 5 of the kids were in that car?
All 5 of them sitting on each other's laps.
Wow.
Yeah, it was bad.
Oh my gosh. Are any of the kids in car seats or should be in car seats?
No car seats. My youngest kid didn't even have any diapers, Your Honor. I called my mom and asked her. She said no, so I had to do what I had to do.
Notice the tension. The mother hasn't been around, leaving Michael to manage everything by himself. The court sees this as abandonment, but the law is nuanced. He's still obligated for child support. This raises the emotional question: should legal responsibility change when parental involvement is inconsistent?
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long ago did that happen?
Like 2 months ago.
2 months?
2 months ago.
Have you heard from her at all?
Haven't heard from her at all. I sent her some texts when I got the letter about coming to court, but
Right.
I haven't heard anything since.
Okay. Did she tell you she was going to bring you to court for child support?
She did. And then she dropped the kids off, and I haven't seen her since.
Okay. So what was the conflict? Like, what happened for you all to get to the point to where she said, I'm going to file child support on you?
Well, I was working out of town, Your Honor, and I was sending her about $500 a week, but she wasn't satisfied with that. She felt like she should have $2,000 a week, and I just couldn't do it, Your Honor. I couldn't survive off giving her that much money, and I tried to work it out with her, and then I ended up getting a letter in the mail, which I thought was crazy.
Okay. Are the kids on any type of government assistance or anything?
No, ma'am, Your Honor. I pay for everything.
Okay.
Now we get to the financial side. Michael says he was sending $500 a week, but the mother expected $2,000. Here's the drama. His earnings barely cover necessities for 5 kids, yet the court expects support regardless. How do we balance fairness for the parent and the children's needs?
You pay for health insurance and everything like that?
All of it, all of it. And I work at McDonald's, you know, and I can't afford that, you know. 5 kids, McDonald's salary, it's hard out here.
Okay, so you're in management?
No, I work on the line. I'm a cook.
Oh, okay, okay, got you.
Best cook out here.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
Too bad I don't eat at McDonald's, otherwise I'll put your cooking skills to the test.
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
This is where the courtroom hits hard. Michael works at McDonald's doing the daily grind, yet he's paying for all expenses, health insurance, and more. It's a stark reminder that the legal system often intersects with real-world struggles where parents face impossible financial pressure.
But you cook other stuff, right? You can cook outside of what you make.
I cook other stuff outside of work.
Okay, all right. You do like private in-home stuff, so like if me and my husband needed a private chef, you could do that?
Your husband don't want the stuff I cook, Your Honor.
What you cook?
I'm not at liberty to discuss that in the courtroom right now.
Oh, yes. Okay, got you.
Right.
Right, okay.
If you know what I mean.
I don't know.
Even in this tension, Michael cracks a bit of humor, talking about his cooking skills. Moments like these remind us that people bring personality and humanity into the courtroom. It's not just law and facts, it's real life, messy and human.
We're going to go ahead and dismiss this case.
I appreciate that.
No problem.
I left them in the car, so you know, I really do got to get back out there.
You left them by themselves?
What? A dog watching them.
There's a dog watching the kids in the car.
The dog watching.
Is it like a German Shepherd? I have a German Shepherd.
No, it's a poodle, but he's trained to watch the kids.
So you left the poodle with the kids?
Yeah, the kids, yeah.
How old is the oldest child?
11.
Boom, the judge dismisses the case. Legally, it means Michael isn't required to pay right now, but the mother can refile. Emotionally, this is a relief for him, yet tension lingers. Cases like this show how justice isn't always about clear winners or losers. It's about temporary resolutions and procedural rights.
Well, I guess that's not too bad. How old is the youngest child?
2.
Oh, okay. It's not too bad, but let me hurry up and get you out of here so you can go.
Check this out. Michael left the kids with a poodle trained to watch over them. It's unconventional, yes, but it shows his creativity and desperation in keeping them safe. This is one of those moments where life hacks meet courtroom scrutiny. Would you have taken the same risk?
Back and get with those kids,
I appreciate that,
So we're going to dismiss this case. Now, she does have the right, if she wants to refile it in the future.
Right.
That's not saying that she will get what she's looking for, but she does have the right to do that. I just want to make sure that you understand that.
The kids range from 2 to 11, which shapes everything about care. The court weighs age, independence, and safety in these cases. Even small details like ages reveal the complexity of parental responsibility, and they emphasize why Michael's challenge is immense.
Right. Well, I don't think she'll show up anytime soon. She went to Miami to get a BBL, so...
What's a BBL?
It's where, you know, they take the fat from the stomach and put it in the butt. Yeah.
Oh, so like plastic surgery?
I guess. I mean, I seen a picture. It was 10 or 12 of them in wheelchairs at the airport, so...
Here's a curveball. The mother is in Miami for cosmetic surgery. While the law focuses on obligations, reality paints a picture of priorities and choices. For viewers, it's a moment that sparks judgment, empathy, or both. How do we separate personal life from legal duty?
Okay, well, all right.
We're in the wrong business, you know?
Maybe so. I need to be one of those doctors.
Right.
Okay. Well, Mr. Clough, if there is nothing further, you are free to leave and get to the car to get with those kids, okay?
Right, I'm gonna get...
Finally, the court clears Michael to leave, but with a caveat, the mother can refile. This leaves a lingering tension. The case is over, but the story isn't. Legal resolutions can be temporary, and life continues with uncertainty. That's the bittersweet reality of family court. Clip 12. So there you have it, a dad juggling 5 kids, a complicated ex, and the courtroom drama that unfolds when legal obligations meet real-life chaos. Michael navigates survival, responsibility, and judgment. If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.
All rise. Judge Vudda B. Court is now in session. Judge, this is case number JVB 1009, Moore versus Davis.
Thank you.
Ms. Moore.
Okay, thank you. You all may be seated.
Into a heated custody battle between Miss Moore and her ex-husband over daycare decisions for their two little kids, just 2 years and 18 months old. On the surface, it's about schedules and money, but beneath that, it's about control, trust, and how far a parent will go to protect their children. Stay with me. This case has some real surprises.
Okay, Miss Moore,
Yes, ma'am.
you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, my husband, or I'm sorry, ex-husband, we have a mutually beneficial agreement with our children where he keeps them at night and I keep them during the day.
Okay.
But my job no longer allows me to stay home with them during the day, and I would like for them to go to daycare now during the day, and he does not want them to.
Okay, how old are the children?
2 years and 18 months.
Here's the first clash. The ex-husband refuses daycare. He's worried about germs and wants the kids with family. Miss Moore wants a nationally accredited daycare, but he won't even check it out. Legally, both parents have a say, but emotionally, you can see the tension. Would you trust a daycare you haven't even toured? Or side with a parent wanting more structured care?
Okay, and you already picked out the daycare you want them to go to and everything like
Yes.
that? How much is it?
It is $500 a month.
$500 for both children?
For one child. So it's $1,000 a month for both children.
Oh, okay.
It's a nationally accredited daycare.
Okay. That's not bad for 2 kids. What's your opposition to that?
Well, I don't think they should be in daycare. I think she should stay with them like we originally planned. I didn't get a chance to check out the daycare. I just would rather them stay with her mom or one of our family members.
Okay, did you let him know which daycare?
Yes, Your Honor.
Now we see the deeper issue. The father's a germaphobe. He's a doctor, yet he's terrified of exposing his kids to the normal risks of life. Miss Moore's frustration is palpable. She's out saving lives while he's living in a sealed-off world. This is where a court has to weigh parenting logic versus emotional reasoning. What would you do if one parent's fears outweighed practical solutions?
Even had the opportunity, you haven't taken the opportunity to try to do any kind of research.
Okay.
But the fact that there are germs at the daycare, I mean, that's not a good enough reason why you don't want them in there.
I would rather them be with family, people we know.
Okay, I mean, that's a valid point.
Your Honor, may I say something?
Yes.
I'm a doctor. I'm around germs all day. This is one reason that we did not work out.
It's a big problem.
My ex-husband is a germaphobe, and he feels like if the children aren't kept in a bubble basically all day, that something terrible is going to happen to them. But that's no reason. That's no way for these kids to live. And I have to go save lives every day, while he just sits in his living room, hermetically sealed off living room.
That's dramatic.
Well, it's not that dramatic. What's dramatic is he wouldn't even.
It gets tense. He refuses to tour the daycare. Legally, that's a missed opportunity to protect his argument. Psychologically, it shows avoidance and mistrust. Meanwhile, Miss Moore emphasizes the kids would have loved it. The court starts to see one parent resisting cooperation, which often doesn't sit well when deciding what's best for the child. Ever seen someone dig their heels in like this?
Show up for this tour at the daycare so he could see that it is a clean daycare. It's nationally accredited. Also, our children would have loved to have seen you.
Okay, look, with all due respect, I'm only in, I don't even want to be in this courtroom, Your Honor. It's.
Oh, I can understand that. Sometimes I don't want to be here.
I don't want to be here.
So, I mean.
But I'm here. I'm here for the kids, and I would prefer if they weren't in a daycare, if they were at someone, one of our family members, where we can give them.
Here's the legal balancing act. Courts love family involvement, but early childhood education is also critical. At 2 and 18 months, these kids are at a stage where socialization and learning matter. The judge points out that while family is great, daycare isn't a bad option. It's about blending safety, growth, and structure. This is where logic meets emotion head-on.
Well, I definitely understand, and, I agree. In a lot of cases, it is good for the children to be around a family member and everything like that. However, age 2 years old, and what was the other age?
18 months.
18 months. I mean, it's nothing wrong with them going to school already. You do want them to start learning a lot of things. You just do. There are some things that you guys are not going to be able to teach them at home. Not that you can't, it's just you may not have the time to do it. So I don't think that's necessary.
The judge reinforces the existing co-parenting agreement. Time sharing continues, no child support, but daycare costs get split. This is classic compromise law in action. Ensure the children's needs are met while balancing fairness. Notice how the court uses structure to reduce conflict. Sometimes the solution isn't about punishing anyone, it's about creating a workable system.
To the teachers, look around the daycare, see about the cleanliness of it and everything like that. And you guys should just work together and co-parent. So the agreement is just going to stand what it is. You guys keep doing your agreement where you have your time with the children, and you keep rotating like that. Nobody should pay child support in this type of situation. But what I will do to make sure...
The frustration. The father complains, I'm paying for daycare. I don't want. This is a legal gray area. Courts focus on the children's best interests, not personal preference. Emotionally, it's easy to see his resentment, especially when income disparity exists. But the law often doesn't bend for comfort. It bends for fairness and child welfare.
But now I'm paying for the daycare that I don't want them to go to, and I have them at night. She's supposed to be responsible for the day. If they were in night care, I would pay for it, and I just don't see how this is fair. She makes 3 times as much money as I do.
Right, but you guys have been splitting the children, right? You've been splitting the children, and it's not a bad idea. And honestly, that's a very reasonable cost for 2 children at a daycare, because a lot of times, especially the younger a child is, the 18-month-old, it could be more.
The judge breaks down the logic. $1,000 a month for 2 kids at a nationally accredited daycare is reasonable. Younger kids cost more, and this split is fair, given the shared custody. Legally, it ensures both parents contribute without burdening one side disproportionately. Would you have accepted this compromise?
Or, I could base, let me see, how much money you make a year? Let's see. Your document says $62,000?
Yes, ma'am.
Would you like for me to base child support that you pay her off of $62,000 a year? Because I can...
Income disparity matters. She earns 3 times his salary, yet the split is even. This is an example of fairness in court. The law doesn't penalize higher earners for reasonable childcare costs, but it also protects the lower earner from bearing full financial responsibility. Courts walk a fine line here. Notice the judge emphasizes it's about what the children need, not parental preferences. Early learning, social interaction, and exposure to structured care all factor in. Parents' fears and opinions are secondary if they contradict child welfare. A classic example of the best interest of the child standard in action. The court reiterates co-parenting principles: keep the rotation, communicate, and respect agreements. This is where legal structure meets emotional reality. Kids thrive on stability, not parental standoffs. Even if the parents disagree, the system ensures the children aren't caught in the crossfire. How would you maintain peace in a tense co-parenting scenario? And there you have it. The daycare dispute is settled, the kids' needs are prioritized, and the court balanced fairness, structure, and child welfare. This case shows how co-parenting isn't always easy, but the law provides a roadmap. If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.
Is Miss or Mrs. Mouse?
It's Miss Mouse. I remarried.
Okay, Mrs. Mouse, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
So my husband, ex-husband, was in jail for a while, and I found out that he is currently...
All right, guys, buckle up. This one's going to hit hard. We've got Mrs. Mouse in court asking for more child support after discovering her ex-husband's income jumped unexpectedly. But there's more than just money at stake here: jail time, past financial records, and the struggle of raising kids on your own. Who's really in the right here, and how does the law weigh in? Let's break it down.
Making more than $20,000 extra than what he previously stated, and so I would just like some help raising the kids.
Okay, if he makes $20,000 more extra, why did you need to tell me that he was in jail previously?
Because it was not on the record that he was making $20,000 more, and I'm not exactly sure where he's getting it now, but it's fine. I just would like more help with the kids.
Okay, I was just confused as to why you were bringing that up, because obviously if he went to jail.
Here's where tension kicks in. Mrs. Mouse is trying to prove her ex is earning $20,000 more than reported. She's not just fighting for extra cash, she's fighting for her kid's future. But watch how the judge carefully separates past mistakes from current obligations. It's a reminder that past incarceration doesn't automatically affect child support, but income definitely does.
He served his time, and that's not relevant to any money. Unless you're trying to, say that he got the $20,000 from wire money in prison or jail or whatever.
I have no idea.
Okay, so we're just going to leave that alone, okay?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Is there anything else you want me to know before I move over to him?
Yes, I pay the kids' health insurance.
Okay, how much is that?
$201.
$201.
Yes.
Is that for you and the children, or for you? The children only.
The children only.
Okay, got it.
Yes, and our little girl is about to start cheer, competitive cheer, which of course everyone knows is incredibly expensive.
Now we see the real financial side of parenting. Competitive cheer, baseball, these aren't cheap hobbies. Mrs. Mouse covers everything herself. This is a classic moment where the court balances emotional effort with financial reality. The question now, is it fair to ask for extra support when the other parent's income rises? You decide.
And our boy's about to start baseball, which is, again, expensive.
Right.
And I pay for everything, the food, the water, literally every single thing. And
I believe every other person that is in here probably pays the same thing.
Of course, yes.
Let's talk about the children.
Yes, but I would just like a little bit more, since I know that he's making a little bit more.
Okay, all right, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you have to say about what she said?
So
here's a key legal point. The husband's friend Joe is wealthy, but that doesn't change obligations. Child support isn't about extended family money. It's strictly about the parent's responsibility. Judges will always focus on the children's needs first, not potential perks from unrelated adults. Clear, fair, and a bit of a reality check.
her husband Joe makes plenty of money. He is a board member on a private equity group.
Okay, what does Joe have to do with this case? Is he the father of either of your children?
No, but they're on his insurance.
All right, so that's a good thing, right?
It's a great thing. So she's not really paying for it out of her pocket, I guess is what I'm saying.
Okay, well, it's not required that she pays for it out of her pocket. It's only required that the children are covered, and you're not doing it, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we're not gonna throw daggers in here.
Okay.
You know, you.
Listen to this. The ex-husband explains how jail impacted his income and how he's working to improve life for kids with special needs. It's a fascinating moment. He's showing growth and responsibility. But the emotional tension is real. Can effort outside the household replace obligations inside it? The courtroom feels every ounce of that conflict.
You threw a dagger at him, now you want to throw a dagger at her. That's not what this is about. This is strictly about money for these kids.
Yes,
so
ma'am.
Can we keep it about that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, now continue.
So I was in jail, and I've been out for a couple of years now.
All right.
And I was not making $60,000 before I went to jail.
All right.
My wife and I, my ex-wife and I, had a shop that we ran, and after going to jail, I came out. When I was in jail, I've met a couple of guys that invited me into a program to help kids with special needs when I got out, and they gave me a job. And
here's the money reveal. He'll earn $82,000 a year thanks to endorsements and new business opportunities. The judge is already thinking ahead, saying, child support increases now, no need for future requests. It's a legal and practical move that protects the kids. Imagine suddenly learning your ex's income just doubled. How would you react?
I recently got an endorsement to help fund a new gym that we are starting.
Okay,
Again,
now we're getting to the important
for children
stuff.
with special needs.
That's great.
Yes, ma'am.
So you said television endorsement, or
Yes,
is
ma'am.
this an endorsement that's
It's
not on television?
It will be on television,
Okay.
and it will be the endorsement will also be for marketing for the new gym that we are opening.
Great. So with this endorsement, how much money will you be making a year?
So it could be.
Now the numbers get precise. $82,500 a year, gross monthly $7,000. Child support calculates to $1,371 plus health insurance reimbursements. Courtroom math might sound boring, but here it ensures fairness. Every dollar counts, and transparency now prevents conflict later. Parents, pay attention. This is how courts keep it exact.
It will be going to our business. It will be an additional $22,000.
All right.
That, again, we hope to get new equipment and put in handicap ramps and special.
You're saying a whole lot, not answering my question.
Okay.
So how much will you be making a year?
I'll be making $82,000 a year.
$82,000 a year. Okay. That's a nice little piece of money. Okay. And so you do understand that you will be paying an increased amount in child support based off that endorsement, right? And
the judge presses accountability. Why wasn't the extra $500 disclosed? The ex-husband admits the oversight. It's a crucial lesson. Honesty in court isn't optional. Little mistakes can escalate, and judges notice. The courtroom isn't just about law. It's about ethics, transparency, and protecting children first.
although, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And although it has not started yet, it's getting ready to pretty soon, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So because of that, we're going to base your child support off of that $82,000. That's the right thing to do. It wouldn't make sense for her to have to come back once it takes effect and ask for the increase. It's going to happen today.
Okay.
Crunching all numbers, total obligation comes to $1,571.72. That covers cheer, baseball, insurance. The judge even gives a nudge about increasing income if needed. This VO highlights how courts merge legal calculation with practical reality. Kids' needs are prioritized, but parents must also plan ahead. It's fairness in action.
All right. So based on 82, well, actually, based on what you provided in court, is $82,500 that you'll be making. Were you trying to shortchange your children?
No, ma'am.
So why didn't you tell me the additional $500?
I apologize, ma'am. $82,500.
You knew the amount, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you come in here to play games with me?
No, I did not, ma'am.
Okay.
Notice this small but telling moment. The judge calls out a snarky smile. Humor aside, courts are serious about respect and tone. Parenting disputes aren't just numbers. They're emotional, tense, and sometimes messy. Even tiny gestures are observed and shape courtroom dynamics. Respect goes a long way.
Okay. So $82,500 is what you make a year,
yes,
correct?
Ma'am.
Okay.
Correct.
So based on that, I have your gross at $7,000 a month.
Educational takeaway. In Texas, child support modifications can happen every 3 years or when income changes. Mrs. Mouse had full right to ask for this increase. Judges will always evaluate financial changes alongside children's needs. Legal systems aim to prevent repeated court visits when circumstances evolve, saving time and conflict.
For a net of $5,482.88, do you have any other children outside? These are your only 2 children, right?
So here's the verdict. Income updated, child support adjusted, kids covered, and lessons learned on honesty and planning. This case shows the delicate balance between law, money, and parenting. If this courtroom drama stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more legal breakdowns and emotional courtroom stories.
Mrs. White, what brings you here today?
Well, Judge Bonda, nice to see you again. You look beautiful.
Thank you. Nice to see you too. And it's interesting to see you sitting on this side.
Yes, well.
With Mr. White?
Yes, Damien is here today. He's finally back from building that bridge.
Right, but it's interesting that you're here making a request because
Mrs. White is back, seeking child support from her estranged husband, Damien, after a rocky history that's already seen drama, legal battles, and personal grudges. The tension is real, and the stakes? They're 2 children's future. Who's in the right here?
Because the last time you were here, his ex-wife was making a request for child support, and you gave her such a hard time.
Well, you know, back then I was so blinded by love and a bunch of other things, and now
Isn't that ironic?
$signs.
Yes, I believe that I have definitely learned my lesson, and karma has definitely come around.
Okay, well, you said it. But continue. What brings you here?
So I would like to request child support for our 2 beautiful children.
Okay.
I cannot send them to school on my own. I don't want to pull them out. You know, they have their friends and they're doing so well, and I would hate to make them change schools.
Okay. And you said...
Here's the first twist. Mrs. White is asking for help paying tuition for their kids, claiming her finances are stretched. Damien's ex, the one who originally battled for support, now faces a flipped script. You can feel the tension. She's stepping up, but is Damien ready to play fair? Imagine being caught between financial responsibility and past grudges. It's not just math, it's emotional.
You're paying tuition?
Yes.
Are you paying it, or is Mr. White paying it?
Well, when we were together, we were paying it. But, you know, now that I have to find a new job and to subsequent the money that I no longer have coming in, I need his help.
Okay. All right. And how much is tuition?
Tuition is about $5,000 a year per child.
Okay. Per year?
Yes.
Okay. This better be a pretty great school.
Yeah, it's connected to Yale. And
$5,000 per child at a school tied to Yale and Harvard. That's elite. And suddenly, the conversation isn't just about money. It's about priorities, parenting, and fairness. Damien's caught in the crossfire between logic and emotion. You have to ask yourself, would you pay for something you see as luxury or only essentials? This courtroom is about to get real.
Harvard.
Oh, okay. Interesting. So, how was the bridge? Because you definitely didn't show up for court the last time.
No, I did not, Your Honor.
Okay. So I'm guessing everything went well.
I'm a civil engineer, Your Honor, and I was in Italy for a conference, not the building of the Bridge of Gibraltar.
Oh, okay.
You must have lied to
Well,
me.
she didn't know.
Apparently.
And now we hit the absence drama. Last time Damien skipped court entirely. This time, he's defending himself, citing work and international conferences. Classic clash, commitment versus convenience. It raises a big question. When you have obligations, how far can career excuses go before it's neglect? This isn't just legal strategy, it's a test of credibility.
I didn't know that there's a large step up from being housewife to employed.
Oh. I caught that. Continue.
So I'm currently paying the insurance for our children.
Okay. And how much is that?
$500?
$500. Okay. And that's for both children?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Continue.
Now, I don't understand exactly why my loving wife would think that in combination that we are paying for our children, considering I'm the...
Insurance comes up next, $500 a month for both kids. Small in comparison to tuition, but symbolically huge. It's a reminder that every dollar matters in child support calculations. And watch how the court carefully notes contributions from other children too. The judge isn't just adding numbers, they're weighing responsibility, fairness, and past parenting choices.
The only one that works. And quite frankly, she does not.
Okay.
And only spends.
That's
Okay.
not true. That's not true.
Ma'am, he's speaking. Okay. So you guys are going through a divorce. She now is getting ready to work because she's not working yet, right?
From what I'm told, Your Honor, yes.
Okay. And this tuition, is it accurate what she said?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. That's a pretty expensive school, but I mean, if, you know, it has its affiliations, I definitely understand.
Here's where the drama intensifies. Damien seems blindsided that his ex-wife now contributes nothing financially. The tension is palpable. He's the sole provider. She's transitioning into work, and the courtroom feels the silent battle of entitlement versus need. You have to wonder in real life, how do we balance love, responsibility, and financial independence?
$500 for health insurance, and how many other children do you have?
Just the one other with my ex-wife.
Okay. And then you all have 2 together. All right. And I do have your child support amount. giving you credit for the health insurance as well as credit for your other children, your child support amount comes out to $1,391. Okay? Now,
the numbers are laid out: $1,391 in child support after accounting for insurance and other children. It's precise, yet emotionally charged. The judge clarifies expectations. She'll cover the tuition gap herself. The legal takeaway: court calculations often don't equal full needs. They balance fairness, contributions, and practical reality.
let me explain to you how that affects you. You're definitely going to have to get a job.
Oh, I do have a job.
Well, you're definitely going to have to continue working that job, because if you notice, his child support is only about close to $1,400. You said tuition is about $5,000 a year per child.
Right.
So after he pays child support, he does not have to give you anything extra. You understand?
Notice the subtle tension here. She's told she must keep working. Damien doesn't owe extra beyond the calculated support. It's a tough pill: legal fairness versus emotional fairness. And you can see Mrs. White nodding, but inside, mixed feelings. How many of us would accept this without frustration or resentment? Courts settle disputes, but hearts often remain unsettled.
Understand that?
Oh, I completely understand.
And you understand that you will be covering the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you're okay with that?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. Is there anything further? Sounds pretty straightforward to me.
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Anything further?
Can I just let you know that I do have a legitimate job, okay?
Comes the moment of proof. She has her own hair care business. This isn't just a statement, it's credibility on display. She's showing the court she's capable, independent, and committed. Legal drama meets personal triumph. Watch how a courtroom isn't just about numbers, but also narrative, perception, and evidence of responsibility.
Like, I have my own hair care business. It's starting
I thought that was a question for me. Are you talking to him?
Well, I'm just letting both of you know that I do have a legitimate job.
Okay, great.
And it's
Congratulations.
doing pretty well.
That is wonderful.
And finally, the judge acknowledges her effort. Congratulations are given. Respect is shown. Notice the subtle shift. Courtroom tension gives way to recognition of initiative. It's a reminder that law isn't cold, it's human. Responsibility, accountability, and acknowledgement all play a part in the outcome.
Mm-hmm. Anything further?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed. I just wanted to go over what you all witnessed in the White case. This was a very simple case. The parties are going through a divorce. Wife was wanting husband to pay child support for their children.
With no further disputes, the case seems straightforward, but here's the kicker. The emotional undercurrent lingers. Past relationships, financial adjustments, and personal growth all collide in this one room. It's not just a hearing, it's a snapshot of life's complex balancing act between obligation and fairness.
And it's really that simple. He was ordered to pay child support as well as maintain the health insurance.
Damien fulfills his legal obligation. Mrs. White steps into financial independence, and the kid's schooling is secured. A courtroom case, yes, but also a story of growth, responsibility, and tough choices. If this case stunned you too, drop your take in the comments, hit like, and subscribe for more courtroom drama like this.